Well, hello there and welcome back to Minecraft, where I have done an absolutely ridiculous amount of work since the last episode. Honestly, it's so much I don't actually remember what I've had done before. So I'm just going to go through it. I wasn't able to record for various reasons, so I kind of just worked on farms, and my farming district is significantly bigger. So let's see. We'll start here. So this is a sugarcane farm, which is, it's super simple. I mean, it's the exact same design as that bamboo farm, but it's just sugarcane. And I did this specifically for making rockets, because I have my witch farm here. And so I get the gunpowder from that, and I auto-craft flight duration 2 rockets. So let's come down here real quick. So this is this is my design for an autocrafter. It's for a 2-item autocrafter. Basically, it waits until it checks that there's items in these hoppers before it tries to craft. And then when one of these fires out, it starts this clock going, and when it can't craft anymore, it pulls back, and that stops the clock. And it works fairly well. I'm kind of happy with it. It's good. So I was considering making the sugarcane farm bigger, but it's completely like you can see, it's completely overflowing as it is, so I'm obviously not going to make it any bigger. So let's see. Next, I did do some fixing up with the witch farm with the storage, because I did this because the redstone blocks kept shooting out and getting in the water stream for the gunpowder for the autocrafter for the rockets, and it broke the stuff. So I actually officially fixed the storage for this stuff. And oh, is this? Oh yeah, that's overflowing. Huh. Cool. And everything that can be autocrafted here is being autocrafted. So it's those getting into blocks. We've got tons of bottles now. We've got tons of sticks. What is this? Spider eyes and sugar. I'm keeping these for now. I don't necessarily need them. And then, so the sticks I'm actually currently going to be feeding. The sticks I'm going to be currently feeding down underneath for auto-crafting various things with 6. So, alright, so the next thing is actually, so you can see obviously I've done work with the bamboo farm. And last time I had done some auto-crafting, well, I completely... Oh, that's overflowing now. Okay, I completely tore out what I had done and redid it entirely from scratch, because what I did last time was messy and didn't really work well, and it was stupid. It was annoying. This way I have it so I'm collecting every full double chest of every material before sending it on to be used in crafting other stuff. I've got a hopper minecart line leading off with these for crafting anything with the planks, and then crafting anything with the slabs. And the idea is now, if anywhere else in the industrial district I want to use slabs or planks for auto crafting, I can just extend the hopper minecart line, and it will bring the supplies wherever it needs. It might not be fast, but it will just do it automatically over time. And then this is the area over here where it's going to this is where the sticks are going to be coming down, and I'm going to be doing signs, fence gates, and fence posts in here, just for the sake of doing it. Yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, actually, redstone torches. I need to bring redstone down and do redstone torches down here. I'm sure there's other stuff I'm forgetting. But then, I'm also going to be sending out a line from the chests so I can auto-craft hoppers. And basically, I'm going to be using the same design. Oh, actually, this is a different design auto-crafter, since for single item auto-crafters, this is the design I've come up with, just using a hopper clock. This makes sure there's always stuff in here, because if not, it can get into a weird thing where it'll do, if there's 3 here, it'll do a slab. So this way it makes sure that there's always stuff in the hopper, so this is always going to be full and craft what I want it to craft. Yeah, so it's this design is my single item crafter design that I came up with, and it works very well. You can vary the speed of the etho clock for if there's different amount of items, just because it can go faster. And yeah, I am extremely pleased. All right, we're gonna keep working our way around this way, even though obviously there's some stuff over there. So here we have a pumpkin farm, And actually, this is... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have continued this way. This pumpkin farm is for that over there, which I'll get to in a minute. It's... You know, it is the standard pumpkin farm design. There's no melons here, just pumpkins. And it is completely overflowing. Where is my hop from? Oh, there it is. It's completely overflowing, and that's fine. Okay, continuing around, I guess. So this is the reason that I built the pumpkin farm. This right here is a triple slime chunk, so I am digging out a triple slime farm. So 3 chunks in a row here. These are all slime chunks. And I needed the pumpkins for making all of these iron golems to attract the slimes. Obviously it's not done yet. And then I'm also just using them for lighting just because I can. So I don't know how deep I'm going to actually dig this. I was considering digging this all the way down to bedrock like I did on the last world. But let's face it, this is probably, what it is right now is probably going to give me more slime than I'd ever need. Being a triple farm, being 3 chunks instead of just the 1. So I might just dig a few more layers and then add the killing and crafting and collection mechanism. Stop it. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do with that for now. I have been saving all of the materials that I've been digging out just for the sake of having them, because you never know when all sorts of stones and also ores are going to come in handy. I have actually used a handful of ores from this. And then over here, we have my latest creation. This... I thought I had a roof on this. Shoot. This is obviously a villager-powered wheat farm, and it's for 2 things. It is for bread and for hay bales. I am also bone mealing all the extra seeds just because I can. I don't need it because I'm bone mealing stuff, the poppies from the iron farm, so I don't really need this stuff. So now, this is not done. I want to be able to get, a ton of hay bales. I did this specifically for crafting target blocks, and I'm going to probably auto-craft them. But this does not produce the hay bales nearly as fast as I was hoping it would. So right now, it's this layer and this layer are producing for the bread. And then that layer, and then these 3 layers are producing for the hay bales. So I'm going to probably be adding a few more layers on each side, and they're all going to be for the hay bales from at that point, because let's face it, this is producing way more bread than I need. So I'm fine on bread, it's just the hay bales are kind of a problem. So yeah, that is what I've been doing. Here's a map of my industrial district, and it is looking actually really good, I think. Oh, and I don't know if this was like this last time, but I am auto-crafting iron blocks, and now I'm just using iron blocks as my go-to building block for farm stuff. Just because I have so much of it. And the other little bit I've done is I have actually mostly cleaned up here at my base. Oh, there we go. So obviously there's still these chests which are a mess. Oh, also I went to the end again. I got a handful more elytra and a whole bunch, I don't know, I have more shulker shells somewhere. I don't know where, but probably at the industrial district. But I did some more cleaning up and organizing, so I have some actual labeled chests here, and all these chests here have stuff in them and are labeled, and it's great. It feels so good to actually be organized and be able to find things. Obviously, it's not perfect, and I have a chest monster growing at the industrial district. Oh, still haven't torn that out. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what I've done here, and I'm thinking I'm going to be building a few more platforms at least, because I don't have nearly enough space for all of the stuff to be perfectly organized. And also, I need a platform as like a landing pad for my elytra, just because it's annoying to land here. But that is not my goal for today, nor is farming. Oh, also, I did actually finally get around to finishing stocking this. Let's see. No more sales. I did have like 1 or 2 sales. Alright. But today I am not doing any farming stuff, and I am probably not doing any base building. One of my main goals for today is infrastructure related. Bobby mod. Yeah, I know Dipper built this here. I don't know why. He just did. So if we come over here, Dipper's been doing a lot of work with various custom trees and stuff and making his area nice. And basically, I think his base, he's planning on extending stuff. I think his plan is basically, he's still got his castle here. He's got, path winding through here. It's going to eventually come to this bridge. And I think he said he's going to be building a villager trading hall, like over here somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think he said it was going to be over here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait. No, it was going to be here. Yeah, he was going to build a villager trading hall here because he liked the color of the grass. So I guess he's just spreading out a lot. But as part of his spreading out, and partly a server infrastructure and part of his spreading out, he built a bridge over here. He built this, which is a pretty nice bridge. I mean, it gets across the water. And again, this I don't think is so much his base, is just server infrastructure and making things for the sake of making them. So I want to connect up to this bridge in some way. And I had a good idea for how to do so. I don't know why Bobby Mod isn't working properly. I'm going to have to see if there's a new version. So let's see, if we come over here, we built this beautiful stable, I think it was last time, and we had this path that we were going to eventually lead to our base. So I think what I'm going to... Somebody did make that path more well-defined, I think. I don't think it was like that last time. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I think what I want to do is I want to take that path and connect it to my base here. Let's land, and I'll use free cam to kind of show off what I'm doing or what I'm thinking. Let's land right here. Okay, so we look with free cam. We can come from here, and I want to just, instead of curving around like this, maybe it will still curve to some extent for some reason, but instead of that, I actually want to come through here. I want to build a bridge over this just for the sake of building a bridge over it. And then actually what I want to do is I want to dig a tunnel through this mountain all the way across the other side and connect up to his bridge. So probably the tunnel will either come out here and connect to his bridge or here and connect to his bridge. And then, let's see, is there... Alright, so it wouldn't really pass through any caves. I don't know. It's gonna have to go up a little bit. But yeah, so I then want to connect that up like that. Yeah, so I think a tunnel connecting through... Oh, actually, if I come through... Yeah, like... So if I come through here, I can have a cool bridge leading into the tunnel. Comes around. I'm gonna have to go under this, probably. And it'll come out here, which is not ideal, but actually it can come out here and then wind down. So that's probably what I'll do. Alright, I am pretty happy with that idea. So then the path from spawn will come past here, go through a tunnel, connect up to his bridge and his base, and then it'll continue going straight over here. There'll be a bridge like here-ish, and it will connect to this path that I started back on day 1 that goes off past my base that way and to my bamboo shop here. So that is my plan for today, and I don't really have any... Actually, I haven't done any sort of planning or building other than that. I've collected some coarse dirt, and that's just about it. This is actually a rather daunting project, but I got mending, I got a lot of coarse dirt. I think we can do this. So, without further ado, let's build a big path. Here we go. And after a lot of work, we finally have the basis of our tunnel. So obviously it is not done because it is extremely boring. I'm going to be adding all sorts of support columns and stuff, and maybe evening out some of the textures. Actually, one other thing I might do, I was talking to Dipper about this, I think I might lower the floor by one more block, because it is actually kind of awkwardly proportioned, but that's not really that important. Let's see, so then besides the tunnel, we have what leads up to the tunnel on the spawn side. So we have we have a path here along the cliff that then transitions into this wooden bridge, because the cliff here is supposed to have been too steep to safely navigate. And then we transition here to our bridge. So this bridge was really hard to make. It was hard to get the angle right and have the proper swoopiness, but I think it came out alright, and I'm not so sure about having the fence posts for support here. With it being all droopy, it feels like it should just go down, but I put them in there for now. I might remove them, I might not, I don't really know. And actually, so you would have seen in the time lapse there that I actually ended up modifying this chasm quite a bit. So I started by lowering it just because as it was, you could easily just, it wouldn't make sense to have the bridge. You could just walk across a lot easier than you could build a bridge. So I lowered it to make it make a little more sense to have a bridge. And then here, again, it would have made more sense to build a bridge over there. So I carved away some of the hill here and added this waterfall to make it look a little less convenient to have the bridge go there, because I wanted it to stretch all the way across to over here. And that's also why I added the waterfall there, so that you couldn't just go that way, which would be easier. So I tried to make the world make sense with regards to how this is being built, just so it doesn't look like a build plopped in the middle of something. I tried to add a little bit of story and logic as to, for how this gets built. And I'm quite happy I did. I think it came out really nice. So then we have here, obviously, this path. So I'll get to this in a second. So this path, I ended up actually just following the same route that the path blocks were taking. I just tore them out and put in coarse dirt. And then it comes all the way over here and heads towards my base. I ran out of coarse dirt here, but then obviously this is going to continue, and there will be a bridge crossing the river here and going off towards my base there. That I can do off camera. I probably will do that soon off camera. And then this. So this I thought was smart, since we want this world to be navigable by foot and horse. Oh, actually, speaking of horse, I gotta get rid of those leaves there. You want to be able to navigate it by foot and horse if you want, not just elytra. And sometimes, if you're doing that, it'll start getting dark, or you'll be running out of food and you'll be panicking. So I made a little rest stop. So, greetings, traveler. Are you far from home and in need of a rest? Is it dark out? Stop here to rest a while. So it's a very basic little house that has a barrel of bread here in case you need food. And then up the ladder, there is just a bed. I put it upstairs so it's less likely for mobs to be nearby and prevent you from sleeping. And then I put these windows all around here so that you can see that there's no creepers or anything outside when you go to leave. So this is, again, just for trying to make the world easier to navigate. Because, yeah, if you're just on foot here, you may need to stop somewhere at night if you don't want to be bothered with mobs. So I thought that was clever doing that. Obviously, the house is not very interesting. It was just something I threw together quickly, and it works well enough for what it is. I can always change it up later, or if I add more of those around the world, I can make them different and put a little more effort in. So now, flying through the tunnel here, it's pretty long. It goes up a few blocks because I had to go down, well, partially to make it meet up where I wanted to in the chasm, but mainly I had to go down to avoid this little settlement that Dipper had put in. Actually, as it was, there was one spot where I broke through and had to, like, raise the grass blocks up up a block or so. I think it was, like, right here. But besides that, adding the height variation just makes it a little bit more interesting. Actually, I think Dipper's working here right now. Let's see, where is he? I don't know. I think he's working here somewhere. Whatever. And then, actually, so since I started this... Yeah, Bobby Mod is definitely not working properly. Come on. Load in. There we go. Okay. So, since I started this... There he is. So, since I started this... Dipper actually added in some walls here, so this is obviously where the path is going to go. So it'll come up here and just swoop on in. I haven't put that in yet. I don't know if I'm going to, or if I'm going to just let Dipper do that, since this is going into his base. He may want to do a different path design at this end of the tunnel than what's over there, coming from spawn. So I'll have to talk to him, see what he wants to do with that. I mean, I think he'll probably want to stick with it, because he's doing the same coarse dirt path there. So maybe it'll be the same design. Again, obviously this isn't done, and I can add a lot to this tunnel to make it a little more interesting. But what I actually want to do is I want to add a little bit of storytelling to the world. So I want to put in what's essentially the entrance to an old abandoned mine shaft in the tunnel here. So it's as if there were miners who dug this tunnel here to connect the two spots, and then were going and digging for ores from within the tunnel, using this as kind of their base of operations. So, I was thinking probably what I'll do is somewhere along here. Let's see. We'll go right about here. Basically, do I have torches? I have a few. So basically what I can do is I can have a smaller tunnel coming off of this. I'm going to have it go down a few blocks, especially if I'm going to be lowering the main tunnel. And then... torch there. I want to use armor stands and fanciness to make this look a little interesting and tell a story. So I'm just going to start by digging out our little room here. Alright, so this is, I think, a good start for a mine entrance. Actually, let's get rid of this gravel here, put in stone slabs for getting up. Slabs there, we do slabs there. No, these need to be full blocks. And then we do slabs there. There. There's our little entrance, and I think this needs to be a little bit deeper, so let's just go down one more block. So this is the entrance to our little mine. So, what do we need? We need pickaxes, maybe piles of ores or crates of ores. We need at least a minecart going down, and what looks like the actual entrance. Although, we're not going to actually dig a whole mine, we're just going to dig a little, just a starter tunnel. So, let's start with the tunnel. So, it'll just go down here. And it's only going to go so far. Basically, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to go down until it gets dark. So, let's see. Oh, it's dark right there. Well, we can fix the lighting. And then I'm going to cover the entire thing in slabs to make it, you know, look like it's dark and goes on for a while, but it's really just going to... There. So you can see it kind of goes down, but nothing can spawn down there. I can go a little deeper even. And then we're going to have a minecart going down, I think, right next to it. So I need to go get some minecart rails. So then we just do our rails leading back up. I hope I brought enough. This. And actually, I think I want a... Do I have... I don't have any spruce on me. Of course I don't. Do I have any wood in that chest over there? Let's see. Somehow, no. Alright. Well, I have birch. We'll use birch. And we need that. And then I actually also want a, I want to make my minecart. So we have our little stopper there. I need cobble for a lever, right? We put a lever on for if you wanted to start it, which we don't. Technically, oh, you know, it makes more sense for this to be a minecart or a chest minecart. So let's make a chest. Do that. Put that there. And there. So that makes nice logical sense to have all of this here. Nothing can spawn down there. And if I put away my dynamic lighting, at least right now, well, you can kind of tell that it just stops because I have brightness all the way up. But if I lower the brightness a bit, let's just go, I don't know what is default. Let's go 50. You can't really tell. I can go deeper, and I probably should, but for now, that's a good start. Let's make the entrance here. Oh, you know what? It makes more sense for it to... Here, let's see. Does it make sense to do it like that? Technically it does, so I think that's fine, and it's a little claustrophobic, but if I lower the floor like I might, it will be better. And then once again here, we do that, and this time I will actually raise it up a bit. Nope, wrong, bad. Let's just do that across, and then, yeah, because this technically should be supporting that, so is that doing that here? No, this should be technically like that, because it's supporting that log. Alright, that's a good start. So now, next is, we want this to look like it's an actual staging area, so let's make some planks, and make some barrels. I'll make a few barrels. So we're going to put a barrel like here, and I'm going to put some of my junk in it while I'm working. And hopefully not forget that it's there. And actually, something else I realized I can do for making... so basically, I want to make it look like we have open crates stuff. How do you make a composter? Composters. So then we can use composters and armor stand magic to make it look like we have open crates of various materials. So let's see. Yeah, because it kind of looks like a crate. Alright, so I'm gonna go. I gotta get lots of armor stands and various ores and stuff, and I will be back. Alright, so we can do some pretty fancy stuff here, if we really wanted. So the first thing is we have this armor stand mod that lets us pose it and do all sorts of cool stuff. So, start with doing the arms, and now, let's see, I want some ores. So let's start by saying, okay, this is going to be a crate full of copper ore. Crate full of copper ore. So if we put that in the hand, let's see, so, hang on, is there a way to swap? So the head there, which makes it a full-size block. Next, we want to turn gravity off. Position, we can move it into the block. And then Y, we want to go down. Okay, hang on. I need to get over it to actually see what we're doing. Alright, so then we can increase the size of it. So how do I increase the size? I know there's a way. I've done it. Toggle size, no. Where is the size? Where's the size? Oh, there it is, right here. And then, then we go bigger than that, obviously. We're gonna have to go invisible with this guy, but I want to go slightly bigger than this, so we make sure it fills up the whole thing. And then we got to go down more. Okay. And then actually, let's turn show arms. Oh no, we'll leave that, and then just go invisible. Okay, and then if we lock it, done. Okay, good. So now it looks like we have a crate full of ores, and I should be able to actually stand in it, just prove that, yeah, so it's not actually, it's not an actual block in there, it's just it looks like a crate full of ore, which I think is great. Let's see, I want to expand this way a little bit and have like a little storage area for any ores that they mine. There. So there's that. And then this is going to be here. Again, it's just going to be lots of spruce supports here, because I feel like that kind of fits the vibe we're going with. Actually, of course that barrel's in the way. Actually, if we just mine out this wall, that would work. Okie dokie. So we do that. Take that out, and I think I have lanterns. I have 2. Okay, well that's enough for now, so let's go in the middle. 2, 3. Actually, no, in the corner makes more sense. In the corner. Let's see, this is our little holding spot for ores, so let's go a little bit bigger here, because we want to make it look like they've dug up a lot of ores from this mine. Does that work? Yeah, that works, I think. And then we're gonna go one across here. Beautiful. Okay, so let's pull this ore out. We don't want to make it look like they missed some very obvious ores. And now we can take some of the stuff that we have. These are ores that I mined out of the slime farm, and we just pile them up here. I can get some of the micro blocks. Actually, yeah, here. There's the stone cutter. We can get some of these mini blocks now. Okay, mini blocks. How do I get these? Just like that. Okay, beautiful. And we do the mini blocks just scattered here. No, let's see. Now we do some iron. Should have gotten some iron mini blocks, but you can do that later. And a little bit of coal. Beautiful. Okay, so there's a start for that, and actually, then the next thing I actually really want to do, I think this is going to be cool, is I'm going to make it look like there's a pickaxe just leaning against this support pillar here. So, we can do that again with armor stand magic. So, show arms, put the pickaxe in his hand, no pickaxe. Alright, now, so it appears flat on the surface. Oh, actually, that's a good start right there. Let's see. So now it's in his right arm, I think. Yes, that works. So, let's see, what degree of rotation do we want? This one. This is what we want. Okay. And then we do a little bit like that. Make it look like it's leaning. Okay. And then we move our position. It's gotta be leaning more than that. Gotta go up. And against the wall. let's see. I need... Hi.
Hmm.
Do you need something?
No.
Okay. Bye. Anyway, so let's see. This needs to be... Well, it's not actually touching the... Is it touching the wall or not? I can't tell. I think it just barely is, and it needs to be a little more, a little less like that. How do I... Come on. Come on.
What's up? Do you need something?
No.
I'll take that as a no.
I forgot I was muted. No.
So, what if I just, push this, doodad, down there?
You'd have to go and get it.
Let's see.
Yeah. Modify that one. So let's see. I want to do this more jauntily angled.
You know you're
Is that
moving
on
the pickaxe.
Yeah, I know.
That was the pickaxe.
Yeah, I use that. There's a in the top left corner of the mod, if there's a little light bulb and it lets you see all the ones in the area. So I couldn't click on the pickaxe, so I used that to be able to.
Oh, that's really useful, actually.
Yeah, it is. Do you think that's a good angle for the pickaxe to be on? I also can't tell if it's actually touching the wall and floor.
It's not touching the wall. As for the floor, you're okay. It's not
there.
touching the wall.
Now it's touching the wall.
Barely. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like with this. Oh, I can't put the stone back.
Why not? Wait, what?
Oh,
I guess the armor stands there.
Yeah.
Good job.
I've pissed.
Good job.
You know what? Wait, I can fix this.
No, you clearly can't fix it. That's cheating, but okay.
Nonsense.
You like this? Makes it look like a crate with stuff in it. Open crate. Okay, so show arms. Okay, we put that there. We swap the hands. Put that there. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. I think that's great. Okay, let's get some more of the small ores. So let's see. Let's get these small coal blocks. And some small iron I have. Nope, not on there. We want it on the floor. Okay, good. And actually, something else. Do I want more? Nah, I don't think I want more like that. So we can break that guy, get these back. Maybe one more pickaxe, although I don't know if I have enough sticks on me. I do, okay, good. That's pretty good. That is, I think, a pretty good start. It's obviously not perfect, and I think I need to make that deeper still. But that is very clearly the entrance to a mine. I love it. This is honestly one of the coolest things I've ever built, and it's very basic, and this is some of the most basic armor stand stuff you can do, but I think it's actually really good considering I've not done this before. Now to deal with this. Yeah, I definitely think I do need to lower the floor by 1 block, so I think that will be the next thing I do. Actually, you know, the next thing I'll do is I'll put torches on here, on the walls where they're going to need to be. So let's just do this real quick. Great. So that I think is adequate lighting. I mean, it's obviously not perfect. It's a little brighter than I was hoping for, but it's the easiest way to get the entire thing lit up. Next, the hard part of lowering the whole thing by 1 block. And I already took down my beacon. Oh yeah, that's a much better proportions, because yeah, I was definitely too awkwardly short before. Now, yeah, this is definitely a better height for it. It's just going to be extremely painful to dig this entire thing down 1 more block. Alright, well, that is obviously not perfect, but that is definitely up a lot better. I am much happier with the height of this thing now. It is much less awkward to fly through. Yeah, the entrance is a little ugly still, but yeah, it's fine. Oh, that should be stone. Beautiful. Now, I'm not sure what to do about the walls of the thing. I was going to make everything a nice, even stone, but I think it's actually better and more realistic to leave it as, I'll lose those. I want to leave it as actually all the natural other stuff there, because it looks like it's just a tunnel that was dug for the sake of digging a tunnel, and wasn't originally supposed to be like a road. It was just like a mine tunnel that was then repurposed, which I think is a much better way of doing this. And then here's mine shaft branching off of it. So honestly, I'm actually having quite a hard time coming up with more ideas for what to do with this tunnel. So I'm going to leave it to you in the comments, and also I'm going to have to talk to Dipper about what he thinks. So yeah, I think that's actually all I'm going to do for right now. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And until next time, so long!